The title may sound a little controversial, but I wanted to relate my recent experience of my separation and being cheated on, and I feel it was the best thing that could have happened to me. I feel sad deep down because I had many dreams for the future with her, but I also feel relieved that I didn't do it. I'm 26M and she was 24F. My marriage was quite short, 11 months, and I was with her for 4 years. One day I found out that she was cheating me, and our separation happened, and the divorce is in progress right now. The best part, which I never expected, happened later. The cheating happened because I had sexual problems for about 3 months, premature ejac. In some cases an ED that only happened 3 or 4 times. But I really felt that this was just temporal because I was not always like this. I was pretty close-minded with my parents and really kept a lot to myself, or just to friends. One of my biggest fears was that my father would pass away and I would never have given him a grandchild because I am an only child on his side. I have other siblings on my mother's side and she already has a grandchild. After this happened, I decided to be honest with him and tell him how I felt because it was really hard to do right now. He is 71 years old. And for the first time I felt that I no longer had a weight on my shoulders when he said, don't worry, with what you are doing in your life I am very happy with you. Who knows, I may live many more years, but really deep down I don't want you to have a child with anyone. I want you to have it with someone you consider good. I tried to be honest about my sexual problems with him, and the first thing he did was to laugh with happiness and tell me, I suffered from that too, and several people I know too. It's just temporary, don't worry. You would have told me a long time ago and I would have helped you. After that, I decided to fix my friendships. Since I pushed them away quite a bit during my marriage, especially the female ones, I was afraid that I would get into some situation that would upset my ex-wife, and what I was really doing was pushing them away. When I started to meet with friends from university after the separation, I felt that I should really value people more and not just my marriage. Something that really left me marked was that one of my friends said, the other time you told me to go out and drink with the whole group, I told them today to come, because you do not usually ask for that kind of thing and I figured that you needed it. Also, I was happy, because all my friends and family came to my house after this happened. I feel that I was worth for people. Even some of my friends bring me food because they know that I was not eating well. I lost 11 pounds since this happened last month, and I was living alone, and this really helped me. I started to notice how other people are, other women, although I was not and am not ready to go out in a relationship, and I saw things that I normalized in her. One day while sharing with a friend, I noticed something that really made an impression on me, and that is that she actually listened to what I said and put the phone down, even though she worked in social media and was on the phone most of the day. This surprised me because my ex-wife never listened to me when I told her something and she was always on the phone. I had to repeat things 3 or 4 times, and she always told me, wait a minute, and she didn't even work. She was always like that from the beginning. Sometimes she excused that it was work, but I always thought it was normal because of the addiction there is today with social network. Maybe there's more things that I can look different in other girls. And maybe I can enjoy more the process and not just to look only in the results. I always felt bad with my friends because she never shared with me when I went out with them, but I always shared with her friends and family, while their wife or partner did sometimes. The same thing happened in my family. My parents felt bad because she didn't visit or share with them, and one day when my mom decided to invite her and her family out to eat, she told her a lie that same day because we were fighting at the time and criticized my mom for feeling bad about it, saying that she should grow up and accept that there are times when you can't go to things. I didn't insist more when that happened because I thought that not all families get along, and I thought I would respect that and not insist. When this happened, I felt a relief that I didn't have to deal with it, that I didn't have to try harder to make her look good or make excuses or lies to my friends or family because she didn't want to share with me. And after a while I felt that it was a bad thing and that I was lucky to have ended things this way. I didn't have to deal with her anymore, or have her say horrible things to me and try to fix things so it wouldn't keep happening. I felt like I could start a new page and have new boundaries. I also found that after this I feel that I could be more observant with girls, and not just choose them because I like them, but do it now because it is right for me as well. I always thought that girls were not perfect and it was okay to accept bad things because everyone had, but I think now it is necessary to choose careful and not being afraid of starting again with new boundaries that you feel comfortable. This is my 3rd breakup, and this is my longest relationship and first marriage, and I don't really feel sad like in the previous ones, because really in the deep, I feel that I won more things during this process than losing. And this is the first time in my life that I feel positive. I feel that maybe one day I can know a girl that can fit with who I am, and I can fit her with what she is really in the deep. Edit. I also had to add that still, I had to deal with bad moments and sadness because I lost her and I lost my dreams with her. And sometimes I even feel that I may not be worth to other girls, but I think it's normal. Once I regain my confidence, I feel positive that I can manage it. I really feel that even with my problems and flaws, I can be a good husband in the future, and I also believe I can marry again in the future with the right girl. She may not be the first marriage love, but I can be a long-lasting